I thank Professor Marin Kising. I now give the floor to Ms. Cynthia Houniuhi. Madam, you have the floor.
Mr. President, Madam Vice President, members of the court. My name is Cynthia Rosa Barianga Haka Houniuhi. I am from Makira and South Malaita in the Solomon Islands. Within my blood flows the collective memory of my ancestors, Huta'a, who were conceived from the divine law, Warato'o, and have thrived on our islands since time immemorial. I stand before you not as an individual, but as the living embodiment of the voices of our people, past, present, and future. I also have the honor to address you as President of the Pacific Islands Students Fighting Climate Change, the youth organization that began the campaign to bring climate change before you. 5 years ago, I was one of those students who together dreamed up a plan to seek an advisory opinion from this court and brought that dream to the government of Vanuatu. 29 years ago, when this court considered the legality of the threat or use of nuclear weapons, a Masalis mother stood where I'm standing now, Legion Eknilang. She was a survivor of the US nuclear weapons testing program, which unleashed 67 nuclear weapons upon her homeland and her people. She appeared before this court to share the grave injustice inflicted upon her life, her nation, and our region, all in the spirit of contributing to the vision of a peaceful and better world. I am here to do the same. For my people, our land, Mako, is the most precious. Land is our mother, a living, timeless plane where generations past, present, and future converge, interconnected, and sustained in an unbroken cycle of life. It is upon our land that our values and principles are rooted, preserved, and transmitted across generations. Our land stretches to the distant waters where the shark Paiawa swims, rises to the heights where the eagle Huara soars, spans the rivers traversed by the crocodile Huara, and reaches into the depths of soil where the snake Moa'a burrows. For my Areare people, the birthright custodians, Reoni Mai Noni, walk in sync with our clan totems, Reoni Mai, to safeguard the fundamental relationship with the divine law, Warato'o, land, Mako, and people, Noni. My people understand the continuous duty of past and present generations to protect the environment for the future generations, Kiramo. It is the adherence to this duty that enabled my people to live and thrive in harmony with our environment. This duty, arata inoni o anaha, is our understanding of the legal principle of intergenerational equity. Climate change is undermining our ability to uphold this sacred contract. My people's land of Fanalei is nearing a critical point on the verge of being completely engulfed by the rising seas. Without our land, our bodies and memories are severed from the fundamental relationship that defined who we are. Those who stand to lose are the future generations. Their future is uncertain, reliant upon the decision-making of a handful of large emitting states which, as my colleagues explained, are responsible for climate change. These states have not only enabled, but proactively encouraged the production and consumption of fossil fuels and continue to do so today. When the Paris Agreement was concluded, the youth of the world looked up to it as an instrument of hope. Today, the entire COP process has been hijacked by large emitters and major fossil fuel producers, turning it into a polluter-safe harbor and a trap for everyone else. No good faith understanding of the UNFCCC or the Paris Agreement can be consistent with the conduct of large emitters. By depriving the UNFCCC, the Paris Agreement, and COP process of any good faith, meaning these states have turned all three against their spirit. For my people and for the world's youth and future generation, the consequences are existential. As judges of the World Court, you possess the power to help us course correct and renew hope in humanity's ability to address the greatest challenge of our time. And you can do this simply by applying international law to the conduct responsible for climate change. Palahenga, Chiana, and thank you.
I thank the representatives of Vanuatu and the Melanesian Spearhead Group for their presentation. Before I invite the next delegation to take the floor,